This week marks 2 years in power for the Labor government. For more on the story, we cross to our weatherman on the scene, Michael "Sunny" day-chenne.
Thanks, Paul. It's been a fine day in the nation's capital, marking the Rudd government's anniversary. A low-pressure trough is expected to arrive tomorrow, but should only be around for as long as Kevin Andrews. The Bureau has issued a gale warning, but hot wind is expected sometime before the sitting of next Parliament.
Well, how about the Prime Minister himself? 2 years on and there doesn't appear to be a cloud on the horizon for him or the Labor Party.
On the surface, everything looks fine, Paul, but I've managed to gain access to some files off the Prime Minister's Doctor's Secretary's hard drive and can reveal something quite alarming. Over the past 24 months, Kevin Rudd's core body temperature has been decreasing. It's prime ministerial climate change.
Come on, you're not one of those people who actually believes in this, are you?
Early in his time in office, Rudd began with numerous political gestures: Kyoto, the 2020 summit and his environmental white paper. All said plenty without actually achieving anything. He was pressed to impress. Since then, though, he's had no pressure on him. He's just chilled, with the heat being off.
So you actually believe 2 years is long enough for prime ministerial climate change to occur?
The data is just believable enough to be fact. We can see on this graph the average daily temperature under the collar of Prime Minister Rudd over the last 2 years. We can see an obvious and consistent decrease in temperature.
Wait, this change may just be a coincidence. What if it's a cyclical thing?
Paul, I've spoken to some friends in the scientific community and they're all virtually in agreement. Despite the occasional outlier, a heated peak of accountability here during the Alcopop tax debacle, contrasted by a plunging cool of smugness during the Utegate incident, Mr Rudd has endured a rapid rate of freezing not seen by any other Prime Minister. This is unprecedented.
Wait, what about Howard during the Beazley years?
If you look at the forecast, by Tuesday, he'll be so relaxed that his temperature would have dropped so dangerously low, it would have almost matched the precedent set by Billy Hughes back in 1915.
Fine. What could have caused this?
It's obvious. To all the sceptics, I say, shut up! This change is man-made, Paul. The key contributors: Howard, Nelson, Turnbull, probably soon followed by Hockey, Bishop, a greyhound named Coco, and a washed potato. They're all responsible for emitting masses of rubbish policy. As they emit more, this means less work for Kevin Rudd, so his temperature will continue to decrease.
But this is an environmental issue, not a political one.
Politics in Australia used to be a meaningful hotbed for change. The Prime Minister's temperature will continue to drop and he won't bother to make new policy. We've seen this trend already with his tough but humane approach on immigration. He's become a merchant of spin. Think, Paul, without bipartisan pressure, everything will be affected. The environment, the economy, your children's children, well, not your children's children, obviously.
Sorry?
Spot on. The sorry apology kicked off the whole thing. Since that very moment, he's been smugly chilling himself off.
So you're trying to say that the Prime Minister is cool?
Shit, no. I mean, if we don't cut the cloth, it won't fit. Then who will drive the porcelain bus? Really, Paul? Fair shake of the sauce bottle, mate.
Yep, sure. But, I mean, it's the It's Time Prime Minister, the Yes We Can PM.
Paul, the aborted fuel watch, the grocery choice program, the mismanagement of the Murray-Darling Basin, the flip-flopping on same-sex relationships, the deeply compromised ETS, his vague and inconsistent attitude towards Scientology, the failed means private test of health insurance rebate, 6 more projected years of budget deficits and twatting. Paul, he's so smug and he's avoiding work as we speak. He's only a few degrees away from a political shitstorm.
Oh, well, that's just a statistical anomaly invented by Al Gore to get votes.
The potentially frozen corpses in Copenhagen may very well disagree with you.
Well, thanks for that, Michael day-chenne.